Going live. And we are live. Wow. Good morning, everybody. I know right now most people are probably at work. I'm in Florida right now. I'm at the Fort Myers airport getting ready to board in about 20 minutes. And I thought I would jump on live right now because if some of you guys have been aware, YouTube has now introduced their vertical live. So basically, this is it. It's a way for us to reach out to our subscribers and connect a little more, which I love this feature, to be honest. So I thought I would get on and kind of introduce myself in this space, and let you guys know that I will be doing a lot of these, a lot of Q&As, AMAs, the works. And I thought I'd just do this because I love being, you guys need it. If you guys know me, you guys know I like being live. I got no problem being on live. So what's behind me? Beyonce reveals story behind Pixie haircut. Man, that's not going to be anything new. Anyway, so what's up? I am doing well. Good morning, everybody. Live that way. That's right. That's right. What's good, Xavier? What's up, man? What's up? So yeah, like I said, I just want to kind of get myself on here and let you guys know a few things. Number one, be prepared for the dope tutorial video that's coming out today at 12 o'clock Atlantic time or 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. So, Johnny is RP. Appreciate it, man. Hey, I love being put in that same sentence with those guys. I love them all. Jared, Doc, Mike, Nick, Scott, the video guy. You guys are inspiration. I love what they're doing in this space. Just being able to put out the crazy amount of high value content in terms of training and making it fun and enjoyable. So yeah, you went to the gym? Awesome. Let's go. Appreciate you guys, mate. You guys have. I just want to express my extreme gratitude for you all for just like making this very possible for me to share my love for fitness and how it's ever evolving. So just doing this journey together. This is great. What's up, Mr. Shreve? Mr. Shreve, hey, chill out, man. I don't be so formal, but I appreciate it. Big fan of yours. I was wondering if you could give me advice on recovering a groin strain and from heavy squats. I got legs tomorrow. Don't do anything. This is me being very transparent. You have a groin, and this is from experience. This is only from a year ago. All right, I'm giving you some extreme uh, knowledge here, advice. Okay, I hurt my groin last year playing flag football. Hurt it pretty bad, and then I decided I would continue. And then I did that collaboration with Doc Mike, and we did the jujitsu thing, and I did it even worse there. Instead of me just relaxing and taking it easy, that groin strain, which is pretty harsh, lasted way longer than it needed to. So if you have a groin strain, ankle sprain, knee, whatever, take your day off. Take the yeah, give yourself a break. Let your body relax and heal so you can continue to train because there's no point of trying to stress and press through it and delaying recovery. So take your time off. Don't do anything. You know, do your upper body. Uh, go see a physio or massage therapist, get a little bit more diagnostic on what's going on, and then continue from there. But do not just try and press through. Professor Sharif. I want to show you guys something really funny. Actually, I'm gonna. My brother was sending me pictures yesterday, and I gotta show you something funny. All right, so I need you guys to just chill out here. I'm gonna flip this around. All right, I want you guys to understand when you guys look at me and you're like, Johnny wearing glasses and stuff. All right, check this out. Does that look familiar? You see that? That's me. That's me and my brother. Right? I've been wearing I've been wearing glasses. All right, all right here. You see that? So things have not changed that much. Um, I appreciate it. Thank you, Albert. You know, I'm gonna keep putting out content as much as I can. I'm just coming back from Florida right now. I had an absolutely amazing weekend. I was collaborating with Phil, Guru, Jimmy House, Cameron Shane, the guys over at Reinvent You, Brawlers Gym. It's been an absolutely amazing experience being able to connect with other coaches and just continue to be a student and a teacher at the same time. Yeah, you take your time when you if you tweak your knees, your hips, your groins. Take time off to recover. There's no point of trying to press through. If you continue to make it worse, you're just delaying recovery, and then you're just going to end up being more frustrated. So take your time off. Sometimes it's a little bit of a blessing in disguise that you kind of maybe sometimes get injured, and it forces you to take a step back and really just like re-evaluate your training or just like recovery in total. I do fasted cardio. I don't do fasted cardio because it makes me lose fat better because it doesn't. I do fasted cardio because it's easier for me to get most of my training done in the beginning of the day and then I don't have to worry about it. And plus, I could start off the day, in a little bit of a deficit, and then when right after doing cardio, eating that much more enjoyable. It is. There is no man, Dean. There is no greater time than now. You can be 60, you can be 80, it doesn't matter what age you are. It's never too late to learn and to take on a new challenge. So I completely and utterly recommend and urge you to follow your passion or dream to become a trainer. Like there's and to be honest, like all it's going to do is just give you better insight in your own training. Just being able to learn more, becoming a personal trainer is going to give you more insight and knowledge to your own training yourself. So, man, go right at it. XY, I don't know the exact name, but I appreciate you. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Owe you a big thanks. Hey, Ali, I owe you a big thanks for watching. I have no content if you guys don't watch, so I appreciate you guys. And guys, remember, I want this space for you guys to be like obviously a positive space and place to go to, but this is not a dictatorship. I don't put out content based on what I want to put out. I want to put out content based on what you guys need to see, right? Who's in the background here? I'm gonna turn this here. But I like get in the comment section, put your suggestions down in terms of like what you want to see. If there's a certain movement pattern or maybe nutrition. I had a ton of calls yesterday, consult calls, um, and a lot of those had to do with nutrition. So it really brought to light to me that I need to put out more nutrition content. So yeah, I'm gonna plug it in, guys. If you want to book a phone consult, book yourself a video phone consult. Um, I deduct the consult off of anything that you pick package wise. So if you decide to do a video consult and they're $100 for 30 minutes video with me, I actually take that off of, say you want to do a one-time plan, $100 off the plan, and then you basically get a plan for half off. So something to think about. Any advice on recovering from hernia surgery? Yeah, rest. My client had his surgery a few months ago. Just rest. There, don't you know? Obviously, continue to eat the proper amount of nutrients, micronutrients. Your omegas, um, and just rest. Don't try and push through surgeries. Let your body do its thing and recover. It's hard to walk a step for me, but 30 minutes. It's hard to walk up steps for me. Progressive overload. Just take your training slow. Like there's no rush. Guys, remember you're gonna be you're gonna be doing this for the rest of your life. Understand that there is no rush to progressive overload. That's why I always say progressive overload your life. I mean that in terms of your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. There's no point of rushing the process. fall in love with the process, because through that process is when you learn more about yourself. You learn more about who you are. You learn more about how you deal with certain, adversity and whatnot. So don't rush these things. Take your time through recovery. If it takes you 6 weeks to 8 weeks for you to recover, relax, recover. Take some time to sit back and reevaluate your goals when it comes to training. But don't try and push through things. Thank you, Big Sam. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Needs for advice. I go to the nutritionist. I'm waiting to. I'm wanting to gain muscle, but all of my fat is in my belly. She wants me to do a bulk, but I'm afraid. What? No. Dude. Okay, look. Number one, us men are gonna hold more fat in around our belly. Women are gonna hold more fat around their hips and their butt. Right? What men are shaped like like apples. Women are shaped like pears. The amount of fat we have on our body does help with just energy in itself when you're training. Your body's not going to take fat and make it into muscle, but it's going to at least use that energy. So just in terms of like gaining muscle, just think of like make sure you're eating enough protein. Obviously, 1 to 1 grams of protein per body weight is enough. 20 to 30% of your total caloric intake should be from fats, and do the rest with carbs. But then make sure that you're training hard, meaning like every week you should be adding reps and then adding weight later. Now, I had this conversation a little bit ago with a client of mine, and when it comes down to training, your training efficiency is going to be the progressive overload first. So if your training is not that good yet, or your technique, you getting better with your technique is a form of progressive overload. Then once your technique is better, then you're adding a rep on a week to week basis, and then you're adding weight. Don't try to add weight first and a rep after. Take the time. Think training efficiency first, and then reps, and then weight. And that's how you progressive overload. And then when it comes to getting that fat off your body, let's think back like, what are we doing for cardio? Are we doing enough to, elicit fat burning in that sense? So if you're not doing much cardio, 30 minutes a day is about, if you do 30 minutes 7 times a week of zone two cardio, that's about almost like a half a pound a week just from cardio. So think about adding that stuff in. It's all genetics, King. You trade genetics. You're right. Big fan of you, Johnny. Would you recommend on doing a modified push pull split, where you add squats and hams to correct? Yes. Um, Recommendations on push pull splits, where you do quads and hams to correct it. Yeah, do if you're gonna do a push pull legs. I'm thinking man, this question right, but if you're like whatever your think of like whatever your priority is, um, I would say like say you do a push pull legs and say like your quads are your priority, split your quads up. So it's your one day your leg day is gonna be quad dominant, the leg day is gonna be hamstring dominant, and whatever day or whatever part of your legs is more of a priority, make that first. But also, if your legs are the priority, it doesn't always have to be push pull legs. It could be legs push pull, right? It doesn't have to be push pull legs. It can be the muscle group that needs to be prioritized first. It could be pull legs push, or pull push. Like I with my client, I do legs pull push. So hope that answers your question. In 2034, YouTube will be dead, right? I don't know, but that's cool. That's a long time for that's 10 years. So let's I'm not looking that far. I'm gonna look to today and maybe the next day, but I'm not gonna look to 2034. I'm not even thinking about in 2034. I'm not thinking about YouTube. I'm thinking about my kid being 10 years older, which means she'll be like 15, and that's more of a priority for me than wondering if YouTube's gonna be around. But I think I set the disc re-racking the back. Recommend a hospital. Not necessarily hospital, but like I would definitely like, yeah, like ER, or just if it's very bad and you're not, it's extremely bad. Yes, 100%. Get it assessed. You can even go to a physiotherapist or even a chiropractor. But getting if you think it's disc wise, Start doing like process of elimination. Get an X-ray first. You'll be able to at least see if there's any type of, skeletal issues, and then from there, you can move from there and then go from like an MRI or whatever next. I'm in Canada, so for me, X-ray is the first thing I can actually do, and the next thing after that, it's going to be like hopefully get an MRI in like a couple years from now. So if you're in the States and you're blessed enough to have that kind of like, I would say insurance, get yourself assessed immediately, and then take things easy. Don't try and push through that shit. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. And Janelle, excellent. I feel like you should stop doing all these pointless videos with your people and keep doing your classic training content. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it, dude. And I get what you're saying. And here's my thing. I'm gonna always put out training videos, and then I've thought very very hard on certain types of videos that I do, and simply some videos I do for growth, but I always try to like integrate value within that. So if I am doing this, sometimes a video on say like Alex Eubank or whatever, I'm always trying to find a way that I can integrate some kind of value to help the person watching it, right? If it's a mental health piece, I'm going to find something to talk about mental health. It's simply it's just that, and I appreciate you guys being open about that. You guys, I take your opinions to heart. I do, because you guys are the consumers, and you guys want to see value. So appreciate it. I'll keep that in mind for sure. Thank you appreciate you guys. Thank you, man. Thank you. Johnny, fitness related, but when did family issues calm down in my life? Family issues? Family issues never calm down. I think it's part of life that family things are gonna happen because this is life. For the like, if anything, family stuff is always gonna be like one of those up and down things. The thing about family is that the consistent thing about family is that there's a love that we have for each other when it comes to family, and then just being able to be like reciprocal and open, and doing things uh, from the core of this love. Um, I have a lot of family issues. I'm not saying like issues like drama or not, but like definitely some drama. Oh my god, heck yeah, I got drama in my family. I got a, I got a possible sister in my life that's older. I got I got relatives that bicker at each other, and I think it's just part of life. It's just finding a way to like be the positive in your family, and that's what I do my best. Like, I have family members who don't like each other, and I find myself sometimes in the middle trying to play referee. But if you can continue to just show each other the most amount of love you can, I think that's the best way to do it. But you're never gonna not have family issues. That's just always gonna happen. What do you think about hit? Oh, when do I think I hit 1 mil? I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know. The way this keeps going, it's funny because like sometimes it might happen. It could happen this year. It could happen in a couple years. It all depends on like you might just hit a a wave, and all of a sudden, like Dr. Mike. When I met Doc Mike last year, and my flight's leaving in at 9:25. Anyway, so last year, Doc Mike, RP Renaissance Periodization, we 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 linked up, and um, we were both around the same amount. At the time when we started collaborating, I was getting crazy amount of views and whatnot, and then we kind of like caught up together, and then it was like between like April and like he just went like just blew right up. So it's just like sometimes it's out of luck. And it's not like out of luck in terms of like what kind of content you put out, because Mike's been like that whole team's been putting out high value content. It's just sometimes like it just catches a wave, and then you get lucky that your shit gets you get lucky that the algorithm is like, hey man, let's show you to more people. So I don't know when I'm gonna hit it. That's a 100% is a goal. It's a massive goal for me. It's a milestone. You know what I mean? Like 100,000 was a milestone. 500,000 was a milestone. I'm sure if I hit a million, I'd be like 2 million is a milestone. But to be honest, like I'm not like as much as it is a milestone, it's not like a massive focus. Um, Millions of of subscribers doesn't translate to millions of dollars. Sometimes it does. The biggest focus for me is like being able to provide for my family. I want my daughter to have something to take away. You know, like my biggest thing is my, I won't say worry, but my focus is, am I doing all I can right now to make sure that I can give my daughter, the best, the best life she can live, right? So, um, I appreciate it, man. I don't know how to say your name, Ci Sites. I appreciate your comment, man. Dean, thank you, man. Just started a new diet. What's your advice on losing weight and retaining muscle? I have, if you're going to be in a diet, make sure your deficit is not too extreme. Make sure you're prioritizing your fats and your proteins and your fibers, meaning 100 grams of protein per body weight is more than enough in a deficit. If you're in a deficit, I would definitely have the higher end of fat intake, 30% of your caloric intake. That's going to help you keep you more satiated without you having all these crazy hunger cues because your hormones are off. And then you fill the rest of with carbs. And those carbs, I would say, like, if you're a male, I think it's like 30, 35 or 30% or 30 grams of fiber from your carbs will help out just with mitigating the hunger cues and keeping yourself more satiated. The funny thing I did was that short where you did created the yeah. I want to do more of those, man. It's just like when I get like I've been on this trip for about a week now, and I'm ready to get back and get some other stuff out. I got some. I block shot a whole bunch of like training tutorials and whatnot. And when I get back, I'm gonna do a lot more nutrition stuff too, and then more fun things. You know what I mean? Like I'm always trying to give you guys a lot of value, but make it entertaining. Because the reason why I do that is I the when I was in college, university, and high school, I have ADD, so duh, right? For me, it was like the teachers. I remember the teachers that were able to keep my attention. They kept my attention because they made things fun. So when it comes to learning, I think the easiest way for people to continue to learn is when they're entertained at the same time, and having a good balance of like entertainment and education. Edutainment. Yes, big bad. Annabelle Chef. Yeah, so the real ones, none really know who the Ruas and the influencers are. We want to see you train, if anything. Don't get caught up in the LA space, try. I was just talking about that. I love everywhere I've been, but I can say this wholeheartedly. I resonate more with actual coaches. That is what I started off as a coach. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. Um, I love being around other coaches. As much as I like the influencer stuff and whatnot, it's great. I found like I kind of feel like the West Coast is very influency, and the East Coast is very like coachy. And I like as much as I like both. I resonate more learning from other coaches. Right? It's like you don't want to be the strongest person in the room. You want to always be in a place in a space where you're always learning. And in this weekend, it was a good amount of like, it's just kind of weird to say, but there was a good amount of imposter syndrome that I had. Because when I had that imposter syndrome, I know that I'm in a place where it's like, hey, I'm learning more. At the same time, I could step back and say like, hey, I still know what exactly what I'm talking about too. But it's always a place like you want to always forever be a student. Once you think you know everything, that is when you don't know anything. So for me, I'm always going to want to do my best to learn more and more and more. I spent a lot of time this weekend, touching on mobility, and that was just with Cameron Shane. Oh my God, I was like the video when I put this video out with Cameron, you might. I like puppy dog eyes. I was sitting there looking at this guy like, just like wow, like this guy is just talking, just the way he can he can move, um, just how much mobility is such an integral part of our life right now, and how important it is moving forward in your training. And I want to share a lot of that with you guys as well too. So it's been a blessing. So in short, yeah, I get it. I appreciate that comment. I feel the same way. Annabelle Chef, Phil Deroux is that's my dog, man. He's like he's younger than me, but he's like he's a brother, man. 100%, man. 100%. Hey, Johnny said the best workout, home based exercise for legs. Goblet squats, lunges. If you can elevate your foot, front foot elevator, reverse lunge, goblet squats, and remaining deadlifts. You're right there, man. From San Diego, what's good, Mr. Shreve? How do you deal with the dread of getting weaker at lifting weights because of a break? I don't dread getting weaker. Um, because we can always weak. I don't dread getting weak. Um, Am I as strong as I was before? Not even close. But I am stronger in other areas that mean more, that have more merit in my life. Guys, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. If you guys can do me a massive favor and just, oh my God, I missed all these down here. Jeez, my bad, guys. Look, I'll be doing a lot more of these. I appreciate you guys so much. We got a video coming out, a really good dumbbell tutorial at 11 o'clock Eastern time. But I will do a lot more of these. You might see me do these a lot, to be honest. But do me a favor, post these comments in the comment section so I can go back and comment these later, or just put them on in the community. And when I do one of these lives again, which would be probably maybe today or tomorrow, I'll answer these questions again. But for you guys who missed the questions, my bad. If those are got your questions, you're welcome. But anyway, uh, love you guys. Jesus is King, 100%. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And until next time, you guys know what it is. Iron Sharpens Iron, progressive overload life. Meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.